My favorite holiday is Christmas. Every single year, right when I know it's Christmas, is when I will just be doing something very normal around my room, and then where did I put my mirror? I need my mirror. And then I will randomly start singing a Christmas song. It is something that touches my heart. I will sing any random Christmas song spontaneously, and that's when I know the Christmas has started. And last year it happened at like 3 days before Christmas, and I was so nervous. I was like, is Christmas coming? Like, is the Christmas feeling coming? Where's the Christmas spirit? I don't know where it is. And yes, it came in time, and I know it's going to come every single year. And Christmas is magical. It's my favorite. I want to tell you a little story right here about this iced caramel macchiato. So I used to date this fuckboy, and it was when I really rediscovered an iced caramel macchiato, because the first time I ever tried it, I was like, what the fuck is this? This tastes like so bad. And it was actually from Starbucks, I'm sorry. But then, you know, years later, I'm like, what is this iced caramel macchiato creation? That this is like such a big buzz, and people always be doing it and shit. So I got one. And then I asked my then boyfriend, I was like, so am I supposed to mix it or not? And he was like, of course you're supposed to mix it. Lol, like, yeah, obviously you're supposed to mix it, just mix it, whatever. Turns out, well, right there, I Googled it. I Googled that little motherfucker. I was like, are you supposed to mix an iced caramel macchiato? And you know what comes up when you Google that? It had stories. It had stories about bartenders who cringe when their customer, they hand their customer the iced caramel macchiato. Like, here you go. Like, here you go, iced caramel macchiato, right? And the customer mixes it. All of their work has been gone. So you're supposed to leave it in layers. So every single time I Snapchat an iced caramel macchiato, if on top of it is not the text about who my favorite people are that day or that month or that minute, it actually says never mix the layers. Never mix the layers, because I want to spread awareness about this iced caramel macchiato revelation that you're not supposed to fucking mix the layers, because they did it on purpose and they put time and effort into it, and it tastes so good when you like have the layers. Like, oh, so good. Like, never mix the layers, guys. I love sweet people. I love stories. I love being read bedtime stories, or whenever people tell me stories about their life, I love listening to it. Unless it has a lot of drama in it, then I'm like, fuck you, like, I don't need this. When I was in high school, in history class, Egyptian culture was my #1 favorite. I love reading it, and I used to go home, and if there is like an Egyptian special showing on the History Channel that night, I would like write down the time that that show is going to come on, and I used to just watch it. And I love Cleopatra, of course, and I love all of the pharaohs and then their pyramids and stuff, and when they go like tomb hunting and stuff, I love all that stuff. And I love all of the myths around all of the pharaohs and everything around Egypt, but also, like, a side note, I also love like Greek mythology, and I love all of those tales as well. I love people who carry battery packs. Oh my god! How could I not tell you about this story, guys? How could I not tell you about this story, guys? Oh my god, I found a story time, guys. Oh my god, I found a story time. Oh my god. Yay! Discovered. Okay, there's this girl, S. S is my idol. I look up to S. She is a very strong personality, and she's everything I want to be. Like, when I see how she just runs things and everything, and I'm like, you know, I want to be like this girl. I want to have that ambition. I want to have that drive. And I also want to be able to be a bitch and not care about what people think, because when she does that, I just feel like everything is so empowered. When I met S, she changed my life. I was on the bad side of S. I was on S's bad side because she was in Australia, and I was just done getting my tasks done and shit, and she called me for a last minute favor, and I refused. I did not want to stay and help her, which is very unlike me. I feel like I'm such a passive person. I just always give in, and I really put my foot down. I was like, no, like, this is a last minute request, you know, I think you should have some courtesy about it. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it, and I didn't do it. So I was on S's bad side, but time passed. Time passed, and S became a very, very important relationship to me. I kind of feel like I was a little bit of her favorite, and I really like that feeling. But I know for sure she is my favorite. And I loved everything she did, and I always wrote to her in her cards and shit for her birthday and for Christmas cards and stuff, and be like, yo, I really look up to you, and I admire like how you moved all the way from Hong Kong and did all your shit and came here, and you're so successful. Like, she's from the States and everything, but she traveled abroad. She had an awesome job in a different country, and then she came back and just striving to like chase her dream. And I was like, you know, girl, I like you a lot. Like, okay. So then S gets married. Congrats, S. And it is the best wedding that I've been to in my life. I am so surprised I didn't cry. I cried when she walked down the aisle. Okay, so you know in that Taylor Swift music video how Taylor Swift is in a castle. It's called Ohika Castle. It's out in Long Island. Well, that's the castle. So it's time to go to the wedding, and I need a dress, and I got a totally Cinderella dress. Yo, like, this night was bae. This night was so bae. I wore my favorite shoes. They were from Ted Baker. And I never fucking wear blue, yo. And I only wore blue because it had Cinderella vibes. And this dress was actually available in pink as well. And I actually didn't choose pink, which was like a shocker, right? So I wore this dress. And I wore these shoes that I love. I love them so much. And I made some decisions this night. I was like, all right, first off, I have roots and stuff growing out, but I'm not doing my hair because whenever I do my hair gets like really dry, and I just don't want to look like all plasticky and stuff. I just want to go like with my own like vibes. I want to go like with my own like Swarzy vibes. I'm gonna have fun. I don't need to go to the salon on a Wednesday to make it to make it in time to have my hair like perfectly done and everything for a Friday. Like, it's not my wedding, bro. Like, I came to chill. And I always feel like that's one of the reasons I won't have a big wedding, is because I feel like everybody else except the bride has like such a good time at the wedding that, like, I don't know, it's just really weird. It's just really weird. I just can't do it. I'd rather just have a really good time. And I can't do it with like the pressure of like having a big party and making sure everyone else is having fun. I will just feel like a stressed out bride. So I always wanted like a small like wedding at like Hawaii, and to have all my family there and all my friends like fly in, and then I could just have like the honeymoon there. That is like my ideal wedding, because yeah. And then I also would want like a very sexy wedding dress, but also classy. So I don't know how that really works, but yeah. It's time for us to go, and I don't really have a ride or anything. I'm single, and my coworkers all got together and they're like, okay guys, we're gonna go to the wedding, and you can come with us in this car. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. So we're meeting here, and I had to take a taxi there, and I called a Guyanese car company, and I read the reviews on the fucking thing, and it was like, this car company is not reliable, they never show up, they always come late, whatever. Like, I have no options left. So I called them. They were late. They made me late. That guy made me late. But when I went in the car, he was like, you look like a Barbie doll. I was like, yes! Oh my god, I love you. But you know, my hair's kind of messy, but it's okay because I like it like that. And yeah, so I was in this car. There was a whole bunch of traffic. They actually called me. The people that I'm supposed to car ride with, they called me. And it was raining that day, by the way. And I literally pick up the phone, and they're like, Swarzy, where are you? We're waiting. And I'm like, I am stuck in traffic. What do you want me to do? Like, I can't do anything right now. Like, honestly, what did they expect me to, like, get out of the car and start walking? Like, I don't even know where to go. But yeah, everything caught up. We met up. I went into their car. We were listening to awesome music, and the playlist was in order by song title. So it played Obsession by Mariah Carey, and then it also played Obsession by Frankie J. And I was like, I love these songs. And I was telling them how much I love Spanish music, because I do. And we finally get to the spot, and it's huge ass, tall ass pine trees going straight down, beautiful, really, really tall. And you just like drive down, and it's like, wow, oh my god, we're here. There's cobblestone everywhere. If you know anything about cobblestone, you will know it is perfectly round and smoothed, and even though they're like very large, I cannot balance on that shit with my 6-inch heels. I could not fucking. And I would like slip. I had to hold on to another girl to make it. Like, I had to hold on to another girl, literally. And like, yeah, we finally crossed this parking lot that is all fancy cobblestone that you can't walk on, which doesn't make sense because it's like, at least make a path, bro. There's a red carpet. We walk on the red carpet. We get there. We get right into like, I want to call it a lobby, but that's not a lobby. That's something. That's a different kind of monster. So we get in there, and I just want to start taking pictures like right away. Like everything is beautiful, but you know, like people are like looking at you. And you really can't take selfies like that easily when you know the people around you. But whenever it's strangers, I'm like, fuck it. I'm taking a fucking selfie right now. So we get upstairs and we go to the receptionist area. Everything has been moved inside since it's raining outside. This entire night, you will not even remember that there was rain. Nobody said the R word. Nobody even remembered it. It's everybody's worst fear when there's weddings and the reception was going to be outside. But like nobody mentioned it, and we forgot about it. It was so much fun inside. Food, amazing. My favorite thing was risotto. There were 3 kinds there. I had the shrimp one. There was all you can eat lobster. As like, this is not even like the main course or whatever. It's like the beginning gathering part where there's just like a whole bunch of appetizers and food everywhere. There's food in every single room, multiple rooms you're walking through. It feels like a fucking Cinderella movie. Like, it was so beautiful. And you're meeting people, you're saying hi, you're chatting with your friends. And I want to say something. I was sitting down and I went to go get some lobster, and then this fucking bitch took my seat, and I knew her, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, now I don't have anywhere to sit. Luckily, this very, very nice girl, I call her Kitty, she and I went and found our own table, and then actually everyone followed us and then sat with us at a big rounded table. Don't take people's seats, especially if you know that's their seat. I know there's no chairs, but like, come on. I had to like stand there, like, what the fuck? And then I finally left. Anyways, don't take people's seats, bro. So all that happened. The receptionist happened. She was walking down. Her dress color is blush, which I think is very elegant. And they gave us blush roses to throw. I thought that was the most beautiful thing ever. I actually took a picture of that too. Overall, I like love this night. Oh god, I vlogged. I went to the bathroom to vlog, and the bathroom had monogram napkins, which was the groom's idea that they always like. She really specified that to me, and I was like, she was like, he's gonna be so happy to know you guys like the bathroom napkins, and I was just dying, cracking up. And she made the own logo, which is major props because you know I love people who make stuff. Because I was single, Bae, which is S, was trying to hook me up with like my own bae, so I guess, because she put me at a table that had a whole bunch of guys, and I was like, hey guys, like, what's going on? And I was like, actually, my phone is like dying. So, okay, oh my god. So the guy next to me, he's Asian, and I'm like, this guy, I know I'm not judging, yo, because you know, I'm like whatever race I am, right? And I play video games, but I was like, this guy has like video game vibes, right? So he has the glasses and stuff, and I'm like, yo, do you play video games? And he actually told me he played World of Warcraft. And I was not playing World of Warcraft at that time, but I did tell him about my 85 Paladin that was left there and stuff. But I was like, yo, do you have a charger? Because my phone is dying, yo. And he was like, hold on. Let me go upstairs and get, because you could stay there or like spend the night, and all of the groom's party stay there, and the bridesmaids, all of the bridal party stayed there overnight, and so did the bride and the groom and their family, their very close family stayed. And also all those guys that were at the table, they all worked with the groom, and because they came in from a different state, they all had to stay there at that castle, which is also a hotel. So he was like, let me go upstairs and get you my battery pack. So every single person that carries a fucking battery pack is my #1 favorite person. I just think it's the most genius invention ever, and for you to carry around one of those so I could charge my iPhone was like awesome. And he had the charger too, which was awesome. Because, you know, you're going to a wedding, you travel light. I only brought my wristlet and my umbrella, which I left at the wedding, but then my friends returned it to me, which I'm so happy for. By the way, it's called a Princess Jasmine umbrella. I just had to Google Princess Jasmine umbrella in Amazon, and that's what I got. And there's also a white version, so when this one breaks, I'm buying the white one next. So he gave me his battery pack. I was so happy. Oh my god, I was so happy. So then I went to the bar. Okay, let me tell you first. So this girl came next to me. She was my like love right before I loved S. If this makes any kind of sense to you. You know how you have like that bromance, like girls have that too. So this girl, Kay, was my love right before S. But Kay had to leave. So, you know, there's no love for her anymore, you know? So she came and sat down next to me. She's like, hey, like, how's everything going and stuff? And I'm like, oh, it's like going really good. I really didn't mean to be rude to her or anything. But like, you know, the night is young and it's like, this night is like fleeting and it's almost midnight and it's a Cinderella moment and yo, I can't just sit here and talk to you about drama and shit, girl. I'm so sorry. I gotta go. I was like, I'm so sorry, but I gotta go to the bar. Because it's a free ass open bar, like hell yeah. So I went to the bar and they make you whatever you want. And I was like, of course, this is always my order. And this is how you know if you have like a tolerable bartender or not. So I'm like, can I please have a drink that is... I was like, can I have a drink that is pretty and sweet and doesn't taste like alcohol? And yes, he made it. Like very few bartenders can make it. The bartender that is in Dick's Last Resort in Vegas made it, and he's like so fucking awesome. Like still talk to him till today. He is like totally cool. He's like so cool. So I was at the bar, being my own little innocent self. This always happens to me. Oh my god, it always happens. I did not even ask for this. I did not ask for this. I told you there was a nice World of Warcraft guy and whatever. Like I was having a great time just talking to him, chilling, and like this is so cool. But of course, there has to be someone else. Someone else. Someone comes to the bar and I feel like he was sitting like, yeah, like he was just next to me, the other one. Like this was the WoW guy and this was the other one. And I don't remember his name actually. But this guy was like, hey, like what's going on? And he's like, oh, what are you ordering? Blah, 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 and shit. And he was getting a gin and tonic. And I was like, oh, I love those. Those were really good. And then I'm just there getting my drink. And then there walks by like the old IT guy, like literally aged grandpa Santa Claus old, and walking by and looking at me like I'm flirting with this guy or something. Like I just always feel judged. You know, I'm thinking to myself like, bro, like I know this guy is really cute. He's really tall, like 6'4", I would say really tall. Like, bro, this guy was tall because I was wearing 6-inch heels and he was really taller than me. And he, oh my god, yeah, I remember now. I was on my phone and I was taking a video of my drink and then myself drinking my drink because I love doing like that kind of stuff. And he went in my video. And I didn't even want him to go in my video. And I've been posting live all night straight to my YouTube because there was Wi-Fi there and the Wi-Fi connection was awesome. Or did I do it over data? I might have done it over data. But sorry. Sorry in advance. But yeah, this guy got in my fucking video, and you know that just does not look very good. That does not look very good for me, especially if I'm not like committed to you, if you're not doing like any good for me, like you're nothing to me. I don't even know you, like you just got in my video and I just don't like that, right? People saw us and I'm like I don't know what this guy's like trying to do. And because the entire night, this guy was talking to a different girl at the same table, and I was like, why is he talking to me now? Like, can you just talk to the other girl? Then she actually leaves. She left the wedding early, and he had no one to talk to, so he talked to me. And I'm just thinking, like, are you a fucking idiot? Like, I'm not gonna, like, be like your leftover, I'm gonna talk to you because there's no one else to talk to. Like, no. Like, no. And plus, the WoW guy was way cooler. And, because he had a battery pack. Duh. So, you know, I go back to the table. This guy takes up all my time. He takes up my time for the rest of the night. And Um, I was dancing, but luckily I got to dance with all my girlfriends. I was so happy about that because I love dancing. And then all the really old people, they just like sat down and like looked at us dancing, like, oh, I wish I could dance, or I wish I was brave enough to dance. I don't know what they were thinking. They're probably like, oh, she looks so crazy dancing, but I love dancing, so I don't give a fuck. So I had a blast because it was a live DJ, live band, my bad, and they were playing all classics, and this one's my favorite. It's the Oli song, and oh, this song gives me such vibes that I put it on my stream playlist and stuff. Then it's time, and they served us food and everything, and then there's time for dessert. So actually for dessert they don't bring it to you. You have to go outside into this hall place, and it was literally one, two, three, four, five, six, seven tables of desserts. Every single dessert you could think of. I found chocolate cheesecake. I found creme brulee. There was ice cream, and there was coffee. I had coffee as well, and there was so much desserts you could not. I was already full from everything I ate that day, but that dessert place was magnificent, and it was like the best thing I've ever seen. I tried to capture a video of it, but it was really hard because I was just so happy, like just to live in there, that moment, just to live in that moment. So this guy's like, yo, it's dessert time. I'm like, oh, how do you get dessert? I love dessert. So we went out, and I was like circling the place myself. I found everything I loved. And when I went back down to sit, like he sat, well, I think his seat was next to me, right? So he just sat next to me, and he was like eating and stuff, and everybody was eating dessert at the table, and he was talking like a lot, like yo, this guy was talking a lot, and I was like, oh, whatever your name is, he started telling me about the library, which just reminded me of Beauty and the Beast vibes, which is my favorite like movie. Well, not really. So Beauty and the Beast vibes, right? Cause Belle loves books and shit. So I was like, yeah, show me the library, bro. Are you for real? Like every single time he said something, I thought he was lying. He was like, oh yeah, did you see the library yet? I'm like, what? Are you fucking with me? There's a library in here. So he takes me to the library. It's the place where all of the bridal party. Oh yeah, he was in the bridal party. All of the bridal party people were like chilling, and it's also the place where the after party was gonna happen. It's like, what the fuck is an after party, right? So I went to the library with him. I think my feet were hurting. I think he carried me. I don't remember that though. I don't know where I'm getting like some kind of vibes about my shoes. Okay, yo. So I went to the library, and there was all of this, like, even more food. They were all covered and stuff and, like, waiting for the after party. Books everywhere. He showed me the spot, like, if you just open the glass doors, you could see the spot where the reception was supposed to be, and he showed me all that. It was really beautiful. Ugh, even though it was raining, it was just so vast and breathtaking. Green grass everywhere. Lovely. And those arch things with the flowers on them, like, oh, so pretty. So, yeah, he showed me the library. We sat down on the couch, we were talking. Then afterward, we really went to the after party. Like, how the fuck is that an after party? The after party is supposed to be like lit, not like in the library. The whole court came to the after party and whatever. They're all spending the night there and stuff, so they're all spending the night there and stuff, so they don't really care about like staying late or anything like that. So guess who sits next to me is beautiful S in her beautiful blush dress. Sits down next to me. This is the second time I got to talk to her all night. The first time I talked to her, she said, your dress is beautiful. And I was like, your dress is beautiful. Because I wouldn't tell her the color of my dress. I wanted to be a surprise for her. I don't know why I think like this. Like, I thought that would be a surprise for her, but apparently so, because she remembered to compliment me on it. And because she's bae. And, I was like, you look so gorgeous. Everything went beautifully. And, I was just being really sweet. And I was just really happy I got to talk to the bride. Like, I didn't want to hug her time. I get to talk to her all the time. She always advises me, and she always helps me with all my shit. She always teaches me stuff. She taught me how to use Excel, and I'm, like, really good at Excel now because she's, like, an Excel god. And I didn't like hog her time, but I was just so happy she had 2 seconds to like sit down. Just whatever was the reason, like her feet hurt or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like she sat down next to me and I got to talk to her and I loved it. So then like she saw me like hanging out with that guy or whatever. And I know that because like later on she texted me about it, like way after the wedding. She's like, "What do you think about this guy?" I'm like, actually, I think he's really cute, but he's not like my type, and I would like never date him. That's like a right straight up, I would never date him." And she's like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would date that other guy. His name is W, and he plays WoW." And no, I didn't tell her he plays WoW. I was like, "He plays video games." She's like, "Huh. I'm surprised," or whatever. I don't know what the fuck that means. Till this day, I do not know, like, what the fuck was going on. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So, that guy came back. He was like, "You want to see the places that, like, we're gonna stay?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I would, like, love to see it." So, I did, like, my SOS text. Because I was like, I do not trust this guy, right? But I did not write that. And I was like, I need to like get out of here. So all my friends actually, that the people I came there with a car with, they actually left. And I told them like, "Yo, guys, I'm gonna stay a little later. Like, just go without me or whatever." Then I did my SOS text to my secret contact. My one contact that I will only reach out to whenever it's a fucking emergency because I know this person will always follow through and save me and shit. And I'm like, this sounds like a very unsafe situation. Like, yeah, you're really cool. You're a nice guy. Like, I know you're not going to be, like, weird or anything. But, like, that guy was like not like I just know like I know you think he's like a sweet little innocent guy, then you date him, okay? You go date him. If you know what we're talking about, you go date him, yo. I will not date that. I know better. I'm sorry. Okay, so this guy, oh god. So he gets me up there, this sounds very bad. This sounds very bad. But he showed me all, like, the whole thing was, like, decked out. Like, it looked like an old vintage castle shit. And that suite was huge. It was fucking huge. And there were rooms and bathrooms, living room, big-ass TV, big-ass dining area. My bracelet broke, so I was putting it together on the chair, and I was being all nervous and shit, like, oh god, like, I don't want to fucking be in this room right now. Like, I don't want to be in this living room thing. So I'm sitting on the dining table thing, like, doing my little bracelet thing. And it's not even worth it, because I can't even take a picture up there, like, because then he would be staring at me, and it's like, I couldn't get anything out of, like, just being there. I could not make a video, I could not take a picture, I was not with anyone I liked. This guy was like, "Let's watch something on TV." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I sit down on the couch. And then he turns on the TV, and it was like this like really bad romantic comedy. I don't remember. I just remember the face of the actor. I just don't remember who he is. And I was like, "Oh god, not this again. Like, I have to watch this fucking movie." And this guy tries to kiss me. He tries to kiss me, and I'm like, fuck. And I bet you S does not even know like that all this went down. Like, this guy tries to kiss me, and I'm like very passive, and I'm like, actually, I just got a call. Like, I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. And you won't believe what fucking time it was. It was fucking midnight. It was like total Cinderella moment. And it was midnight. It was 5 minutes to midnight. I swear to you, this is how it happened. And that SOS text was actually 1 hour before, all this, because it takes you 1 hour to get out there into that castle area where it is from where I live. And I got the text. I was like, yes, my ride is here. Someone came to fucking pick me up, so I don't have to Uber it home. I don't have to figure out, like, how I'm gonna get home, basically, right? So I was like, oh, actually, I gotta go, bro. I forgot my umbrella. Oh my god! It's like I forgot my shoe in Cinderella! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, it's so Cinderella! So, I was like, I gotta go, bro. He was like, okay, well, like, let me take you. Shows me where the elevators are. We go downstairs together. He walks me out. And then as soon as I get to the door, it's just me by myself. And I was like, thank the gods that I'm just, like, not trapped by like some guy that I will like never see again, and I can actually go home and I don't have to worry about how I'm getting home and everything like that. So I opened the door and there's the obstacle course, the cobbles. So I cross, okay, actually I can't cross the cobbles. So I text the SOS person like, yo, I actually can't cross this shit because I'm wearing high heels and it's fucking raining, right? So can you like come get me? And they actually, oh my god, I got carried, bro. I fucking got carried, bro. So he pulled the car all the way up. He actually drove on top of the red carpet, which I thought was fucking hilarious. I'm like, it's okay, nobody can see you. So then I got carried from there to the car so I don't have to trip on my drunk ass. And I got in the car and whew, we left. It was an hour drive. It was a beautiful drive. I did not sleep during this drive. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I was so thankful that like I got like a last minute ride like home. And I'm so surprised I didn't plan anything sooner. I mean, I was planning to leave with those people, but they left so early because they wanted to beat traffic. Like, guys, tomorrow's Saturday. Grow up. We're in a castle. Get a life and not like be so serious about, I don't know, leaving a very cool party early. Like, this is like once in a lifetime thing. So I made it home. I was so happy and stuff. Cinderella moment was over as soon as it hit midnight and I left that castle. Everything just went back to normal the next day, and it was okay. I was okay with that. I was okay with like one Cinderella night. That's totally fine by me. It didn't like really end there because a few nights later, I just had a dream that I just lived it all again. I was just like, oh my gosh, yo, you having your wedding again, girl? You guys are so like loaded. You guys are loaded. We're having another wedding. And then she's like, yeah, in the dream, yeah, it's our 1 month anniversary. We're celebrating the wedding, so we're just gonna throw it all again. I'm like, oh my god, yes. And I dreamt that I went to the wedding. I dreamt of like spectacular, beautiful things there. I dreamt of dressing up and being like in that like ballroom kind of thing. So yeah, that's my little fairy tale real life story about when I got to be Cinderella for a little bit of a night, and it was really pretty and perfect. I wish I could go again. So somebody throw an expensive wedding and just invite me, and yeah, I so want to go because it was like so nice. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. It was like so breathtaking. Oh. So if you like this video, click around here, keep watching so you don't miss me too much until I post again. I'm posting a video tomorrow, but if I don't worry. That means I'm probably live streaming, and I'm probably live right then. This is a link to my live stream, so be sure to subscribe to there for lots of rewards and cool stuff. And if I'm live, you'll just see like a little notification down here on the bottom of the screen that tells you I'm live, so you're like pretty much never gonna miss it. But if you like truly don't want to miss it, then turn on your notifications for this channel after you subscribe, and turn on notifications for Twitch, which will tell you whenever I'm live. If you follow me and you just sign up for Twitch, it's really cool. You get to watch people playing games all the time and stuff. So I hope you really like this because I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope that, you have like fairy tale stuff going on too, because yeah, it's just really cool.